Hey, what is up everyone? This is Radioactive Fry SNG and welcome to my next major Sonic LP. This is Sonic Advance 3 for the Game Boy Advance. We have done Sonic Advance and Sonic Advance 2, so we're going to be jumping into the last of the Advance trilogy of the adventure series, or like the entire era of like the adventure games. So yeah, we're going to be jumping right into the last of the Ryan Drummond era, whatever you want to call it. But before I begin, I would like to ask y'all to hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes, and if we can do that, I will upload the next episode even sooner. So I'm really excited to start this game. I have so much to say about it. In my opinion, this is the third best Sonic game, or 2D Sonic game, after Sonic 3 and then Sonic 2. So yeah, I think this game is really that good, and you're gonna get to see why in this LP. I know there's gonna be a lot of I guess, what's the word, people disagreeing and whatnot, but I think this game is really grand as the third game in the Advance trilogy, and it is really different from the other two. As you can see, we have a different menu, and a lot has changed. So why don't we jump right into this main game, and you can play with a friend if you have a link cable or whatever. Obviously I'm going to be doing this single player, but you can play this with a friend if y'all both have a cartridge and a link cable. It's actually pretty fun. I've done it a few times, but let's jump right in. Alright, so as you can see, we do have 5 characters that we can play with, but starting out, you only have Sonic and Tails. You can unlock Knuckles, Cream, and Amy later, but we're going to be starting off with Sonic and Tails. So let's go. This is the Unbreakable Bond, and if I remember correctly, there is a cutscene right here, so here we go. The evil scientist, Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman is planning to use the chaos remotes to build Eggman Land. Yes. So something very interesting with this is that they mentioned Eggman Land before Unleashed was even a thing. It's pretty interesting. I like that. I forgot Eggman Land even existed. When I was a kid, I just played this game. I didn't know like the actual story, but I do know that Eggman Land is a thing in this game, or it was supposed to be a thing. That and the world got split apart with this button that Eggman is pressing. So as you can see, yeah, things are getting crazy. The world is splitting. Just like in Sonic Unleashed. It's actually a different take on Sonic Unleashed's story. I guess a little lighter or whatever. But yeah, we are jumping right into this. As you can see, right when you start this game, there is a hub world. Like I said, this game is very, very different from Sonic Advance and Sonic Advance 2. First thing you'll notice is that there's a hub world. There's a little Omo child that'll explain things if it's your first time playing. This is a factory ring. You can change characters in there. I will show that off a little later in the video, but we're going to be jumping right into this. So yeah, why don't we go ahead and head this way. This Omo-cha right here will tell you that to use your attacks to break this right here. There we go. You can jump on it or do whatever. Some of those little bricks that you just see me break though are going to require a power character to break. So let's talk about the hub world before we begin. Alright, so first things first is that we have this little special spring right here from Sonic Advance. Yeah, if you remember Sonic Advance 1, there was a special spring, and it didn't come back in Sonic Advance 2, which was very interesting how that game is very different in its own right, but they brought back the special spring in this stage, and I'm going to be explaining how to use this to get to the special stage. So that's the first little thing to mention right there. Other things to mention is this is a act ring, as this little Omo-cha will explain right here. This is a act ring. This will take you to an act map. So yeah, there are acts 1 through 3. So yeah, you do have 3 acts in this game, and then you have a boss. This game is actually one of the longest handheld Sonic games I've ever played. So yeah, that's just like telling you, this game is very grand for the third game in the series. And then you have this little thing right here that you can play mini games on. Now I don't remember which one this one is. Let's jump right into this because these are generally really short. I can show this off. Okay, so this is the one where you defeat enemies. So this game does not save lives. Keep that in mind. So what I would usually do when I was a kid is take the dang it, Tails. Okay, come here. All right. So what I would usually do when I play this game is go straight into the mini games and get like right underway, because these mini games is how you get lives. Basically, you can go through the main game, but since this game does not save lives, this is a easy method of getting some easy lives. So I do suck at this, I will say. I prefer the other mini game. Let's see if we can get to it though. Okay. Man, it's like this. It's really annoying. And I don't remember none of the locations or whatever for the enemies. Let's see. Let's see if we can actually beat it though. That's my goal. I'm not actually like rushing to do that because I don't need that many lives for this. But like I said, I do suck at this. Okay, holy crap, we're right there. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Got it. Nice job, Tails. We're only gonna get 1 life because that's all you get when you have as little time as we do. So that's the first one. I'm actually gonna go to the other one before we go any further into the game. So let's go. Yeah, so if you come this way, we're gonna go all the way over here, come down there, this way, and then you have the other one. So all these little Omo Chows will tell you exactly what you need to do. But I kind of know this game really, really well. Alright, so this is the second one. This is easy lives right here. I swear, you better get like, you better be able to like do this and get easy 5 lives. Just come to the first zone or the second zone and get some lives. So yeah. Alright, that's pretty much how you get some easy lives in this game. But let's actually jump right into this game now. So first thing to mention is that this zone is called Route 99. And I find it really interesting that they do that with this game. Most Sonic games start off with a kind of leafy beginning or like a Green Hill type zone. But this game actually takes it different. This game wants to be different in it, as an advanced game. And we're in a city. So as you can see right here, let's see what this Omo Chow has to say. This Chow is hiding. This Chow is a hiding Chow. Okay. Find the hidden Chows on the field. So yeah, this Chow right here, once you grab it, found a Chow. 9 Chow left. Alright. So there are 10 Chow within every world. And that is the main gimmick of this game. And it's a real pain in the butt. That's why for the longest I did not play this game. Because when I was a kid, I actually beat this game like 100%. And I took the time out to find the hidden Chow. The Chow are really well hidden, let's just say that. And when you're a kid without a guidebook, it's actually really hard. So, and I did that. And then my younger brother, who I hated to play my games for whatever reason, he deleted my file. That's pretty much the reason. Like, he'd always delete my files and stuff from my games. And I'd be like, Mom, he's deleting my files. He can't play my games. And they'd be like, let your brother play your games. But yeah, that's what happened with that game. And I was like, I refuse to even like play this game again. But yeah, let's actually slow down and talk about what is different from this game from Sonic Advance 1 and 2. So this game is actually, I wouldn't say bare bones compared to the other two. They did take out the somersault or like the actual spin somersault thing, whatever you want to call it. Sonic just has a simple, when you tap that, he just does a little animation now. And some other things to mention is if you hold down the R button with Tails, you do have one of 2 moves. So if you're on the ground and you hold down the R button and then let go, Tails does a little alley-oop thing. And got another little Chow right here. I kind of know where most of the Chow locations are for the first zone. I kind of remember most of them. I'm not going to be showing where they're all at, so keep that in mind. Alright, so second thing is let's show that one more time. Let's just show it one more time for when you're on the ground. Why don't we do that? Show you exactly how high you can get up. So here we go. Alright. Alright, second thing is that if you, alright, here we go. Second thing is if you hold this and you're in the air, Tails actually holds you so you can fly. It does not matter what character you are, it tells us your partner, he'll do that for you. So it's actually really interesting. I love this game's gimmicks and whatnot. Very classic-ish. Like, I love it just feels like a classic game with the whole partner system. Very, what's the word? I think this game does what, alright, here we go. This game does what Knuckles Chaotix did way better. I feel like this game did the partner system way better than Knuckles Chaotix. But as you can see, we did get a silver ring for beating that stage. Depending on the time you post for the zone, you have to beat as fast as possible. You get a gold. You get gold, silver, or bronze. Now, getting a gold is actually pretty difficult because you have to beat it within like a minute or something. I don't remember the exact time. It has to be within that minute to get gold. And the main reason I would recommend that is so that, is there a Chow up here? Let's see. I think there's a Chow up here. No, there isn't. Okay. The main reason you want to do that is so that you can unlock boss mode or like boss rush without having to do all the Chow hunting. Unless you want to do the Chow hunting and get it out of the way. But personally, Chow hunting is a pain in the butt, and I'm not going to be doing it. So, yeah, here we are in Route 99. Usually the second act, I like to think in my head, is usually the most different from the other acts. But this one is actually is a pretty good continuation of the first act. But you'll see in other zones how the Act 2s kind of have way different gimmicks and stuff, and it'll just be a completely different experience from Act 1 and 3 most of the time, at least to me. I don't know. But yeah, I like to think of this zone as kind of like that same little city environment. It's not necessarily like Station Square or whatever, but if you remember in Sonic Adventure 2 and your Tails, and you're riding down, or you're like riding, and you're on that little route. I forget exactly the name of the route, but there's like a route when you're chasing the president, and it's like the little city in the background. I like to think of that area as this, but I know it's probably not. So as I was saying earlier about the whole splitting the worlds thing that this story has, if you remember in Sonic Unleashed, this story is exactly the same. Eggman changes the world. He splits the world, and then all to make Eggman Land. Now this game, I like to think this game is in a different universe because they don't mention light or dark Gaia in this game, even though it's the same exact thing. There's no light or dark Gaia. Now my philosophy on that are like it's a different canon or whatever. It's already been confirmed by Sega or like Iizuka or Naka, whoever, that Sonic has two different universes, and I like to think that one game is in one universe and the other is in the other universe. I like to think this game is in Sonic's world. Obviously, I don't know if that's exactly true because this is a city. Like it would make sense if this like had a classic environment, or like kind of like Sonic's world environment. And I like to think that Unleashed is set on Earth because for obvious reasons. But yeah, like what do y'all think about that? That's just my philosophy. No one really has an explanation of why Advance 3 and Unleashed are set in different worlds. And I think that is another silver. I think it is. Yeah, so for the most part, I will be getting silvers and maybe golds. I'm not going to be rushing through these stages, so I'm just going to try and take my time with this stuff. Alright, but we should be headed towards Act 3. Yes, we are. Alright, let's see what this thing says. I think it just says the same thing. It's like, okay, so each one just says that it leads to Act 1 or Act 2. Pretty obvious stuff. Alright, so here's Act 3. I think this zone, like I said, Act 2s are usually the most different, but Act 3 of this zone actually feels the most different. It just feels really good. This is my favorite act of the three in this zone. First things first, I do love the background, how it's a little bit different. There's like water in the background, like you could see the city front or whatever, the waterfront of the city. You could see it on other zones, but you have to be at like a precise area to see it. But this zone, this act actually shows it off a lot, and that's pretty awesome in my opinion. Alright, but let's actually talk a little bit more about the system of this game. So as you can see at the top right here, we do have a little shoe with an S and a blue circle. That's pretty much saying that your primary type is speed right now. So we are speed type right now because we're obviously Sonic. Sonic, for whatever reason, if Sonic is on your team, speed always overpowers like any other type. That's just how it goes. For whatever reason, it just works that way. So when you're Knuckles, you're obviously a power type. I think that one always overpowers Flight. If you have Tails on your team, I think the only time you'll ever see like Flight is when you have Tails and Amy, or Tails and Cream. I don't remember the exact order of it. But yeah, when you have speed, you do have your little shadows follow you. You can go ahead and break at your top speed from Advance 2. Which kind of sucks because if you want to play power, you don't get your top speed. You just kind of go at like a really slow, I'd probably say like Advance 1 pace. So, and Tails always does that right there, man. I swear, whatever the reason, he just like gets in the way in this game for me. Or like your CPU always gets in the way. It just kind of sucks. My problem with this act though, people like to say that the level design for these acts are really bad. And I can't sit here and say that they're good. They're just, they're alright. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's pretty meh. But one thing about this act in particular is that it has a lot of crushing blocks. And a lot of pitfalls actually. There's a few pitfalls here and there. But yeah, there's a lot of crushing blocks you have to be careful of. And it kind of sucks because you're this early in the game and there's always like bad enemy placement. I swear the enemy placement in this act is so bad. Yeah, like that. You see what I mean? Like you could just be going with the flow of the game and you get ran right into an enemy. Almost like some Sonic 06 type stuff. how you just roll with the flow of the game. Yeah, there's a Chow here. How you just roll with the flow of the stage, how it just kind of pushes you. And then all of a sudden you run into an enemy, or you run into like an obstacle or something that you lose all your rings. Kind of sucks that it does that. And I know why people complain, but I think this game is still really good in its own right. Like I said, compared to the next game in the series, which is Sonic Rush, this game actually is a lot longer than Rush. And I guess that was my problem with Rush as a kid, because I felt like that game was so short compared to this. This game you can get hours out of, and Rush you beat it and then you don't touch it for a couple years. But that's just me. One other thing I forgot to mention is that you do have, this is the last time we have Ryan Drummond and the rest of the original Sonic cast in this game. So as you can hear, there is voice acting in this game. I like to think that they kind of took that from the Super Mario Advance series, just kind of gave it voice acting. It's pretty cool that they did it for the GBA before jumping to DS. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, so like I said, this is the official last game of like Ryan Drummond era Sonic, or the adventure era as people like to call it. Because after that, Jason Griffith and going forward, I like to call the modern era. So here we have our good friend Gemerl. If you remember from Sonic Advance, there was a character called Emerald who looks almost exactly like this. And Eggman copied the data for this. So he copies your moves and all that stuff. I kind of want to talk about him, Tails. Thanks, though. But, yeah. You hit him a couple times, and he just putts away. He's pretty easy. He shows up a couple times in the game, but he never really gets that hard. As you can see, he's down there now. He's always a part of Eggman's contraption. Alright, so this is the Egghammer Tank III. Actually, really easy boss. As I said in the other Advance games, there's always going to be that first hammer boss. So, yeah, first things to mention is that never stand right here, because for whatever reason he just likes to automatically smash. He'll do that. It's pretty this is a pretty easy boss. What you want to do though is just kind of stand right here, whatever side he comes on, and then just walk like this. It makes it really easy. But we have to watch out because Tails gets in the way on this boss. He really does, man. Like he'll get the hit on Eggman, and then you try and go for a hit, and then you die, or you lose your rings. It's really annoying. But this boss is really easy. Really, really easy. That's pretty much like the main gimmick of this boss. It's just kind of waiting for him to attack. You kind of wait for him to like lean over, and then you go for the hit. And I do love the music in this game. Eggman does have a voice in this game, which is pretty awesome. Alright. Oh man, we're not done with this boss yet? Right? What? Alright, last hit right here. I think this is the last one. Yeah, this game is very, very hard. I will say, this game does get a lot harder. It's definitely one of the harder Sonic games in the series. But what Sonic game is easy, really? Like, when you think about it. Besides, like, maybe Sonic Colors or, like, I don't know. There's very, very few Sonic games that are just really easy. And Eggman gets away. You're gonna pay for this! Alright, that does it, though. That first boss was pretty easy. Let's see what we got. I love this little cutscene right here. This is nostalgia. Bam, 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 bam. Man, I love this background. Holy crap, it's just so nostalgic. And let's see what we got. We should have a gold, though. No, we got bronze. Alright, here we go. We have them drums right here. Oh, this game is so good, man. But that pretty much does it for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Man, listen to this awesome remix. Yeah, next time we will be coming to Sunset Hill Zone. We'll be playing a little bit more with Tails in the next episode, so don't worry about that. I actually forgot I wanted to play with Tails in this episode, but we'll do that in the next episode. So I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And until then, peace out. Y'all have a good night.